I didn't think we were going to get OCG news this early, but here we are. So welcome to another news segment. So we have more Ice Barrier news and the destruction of Dewloren, as we're going to call it for this video. New Ice Barrier spell and trap plus reprint. Ooh, fancy. So this is called Crystal Wall of the Ice Barrier, Clear Wall of the Ice Barrier, depending on how you want to translate it. I guess we've imprisoned Trishula. Okay. So you can only activate one card with this card's name once per turn. When this card is activated, target a level 4 or lower Ice Barrier monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Alright. Kind of stinks it's got to be level 4 or lower, but I mean, the entire archetype at this point is based on wanting to synchro summon, so it is an extender. While you control 3 or more Ice Barrier monsters, alright, Ice Barrier monsters you control are unaffected by the activated effects of any opponent's monsters special summoned from the extra deck. Now, on activation, you get a free monster reborn. That's not bad for extending purposes. And you get the generic added bonus of, if you have 3 or more Ice Barrier monsters, they're unaffected by everything from the extra deck. This isn't horrible. Alright, I kind of feel like, so the problem is this is a synchro summon archetype, alright? So we're going to be dedicating all of our resources to wanting to climb up to a synchro ladder. So 3 monsters slapped together is Trishula, alright? I guess we activate this Revive 1. We're going to need another monster extender to get to that 3 requirement for this. And that's why I feel like, unless you've opened up like this pseudo-nuts hand, where you're able to kind of capitalize and make all of these summons, you just have an in-house monster reborn with some added text if the game goes past turn 1, turn 2 for these things. So, based on that, that's fine. Alright, now we also got Pulse of Trishula, and this is actually sick. Is this, okay, considering the art here and I see the darkness, is this when Trish is starting to become infected with the Elswarm virus? Because I do see Dewloren here basically freaking the F out. Alright, like, this man is just, no. I wonder, are we finally going to start to see the Elswarm tie-in to this? Because you are holding back on me, Konami. Apply. Okay, so you only activate first, second effects this card's name once per turn each. Alright? So apply these effects in sequence based on the number of Ice Barrier synchros with different names that you control. So, +1, we can banish 1 card our opponent controls. 2+, we can banish 1 card in the opponent's graveyard. 3+, banish 1 random card in your opponent's hand. Hey, we always wondered what would actually happen if they gave us a Trap Trishula. Well, good frickin' news, everybody. They've done it. And then when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets an Ice Barrier synchro monster in your graveyard, you banish this card from your graveyard to negate that effect. So, if you're able to kind of capitalize and make all of these Ice Barrier synchros, you put 3 of them on the field, you're going to get a banish from the opponent's field, the graveyard, and the opponent's hand. So you'll basically be able to pseudo Trishula, which is kind of cool, I guess. I mean, the only Ice Barrier synchros that you're going to have are Brionac, Trishula, Gungnir, and Dewloren, right? It's those 4. Brionac, Trishula, Dewloren, Gungnir. Alright, so those are the 4 that you'll have to play to get the 3+ effect on this. Also, you get some graveyard protection here. We also have some pretty key reprints down here. And then there is this. The sad card news of the day. Dewloren, Tiger of the Ice Barrier. So, previously, you can target any number of other face-up cards you control, return them to the hand, and if you do, this card gains 500 attack for each card returned by this card's effect. Alright, so you would activate this, bounce back the, Symbols of Heritage, and then you'd basically be able to do this whole resurrection BS loop. And it was a once per turn per copy. Well, now he has been errated to the, you can only use the effect of this card's name once per turn. This card has needed to be fixed for a while. I'm actually glad to see that Konami is taking initiative on things like this to kind of prevent some of these infinite loops. And I know a lot of people are like, oh man, god dang it. We're finally fixing this now. It was a good opportunity. All right, I'm glad to see that they are patching it up. And like I said, I know a lot of people are very against Konami errataing things. But it does patch up a lot of the issues that we find ourselves encountering in the game right now. All right, whether or not we like it or not, infinite loops are, well, they're not a good thing. All right, I believe Symbols of Heritage was it Symbols of Heritage? It was limited. It was some spell combination abuse with this. So hopefully now that Dewloren receives the hard once per turn clause on this, I think that we've patched that up. Now, that is, what more are we getting in this structure deck? Like, this structure deck is frickin' chock full of new goodies, alright? Now, some interesting other stuff here. I have zero clue when we're going to get this card. The OCG is very, 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 very keen on always producing a promo card in addition to the current chunk of information. So, we're getting an Ice Barrier structure deck. We won't see this card for an eternity, unfortunately, unless they drop it in the next set, but hopefully we will. So, Attendant of the Ice Barrier. Alright, so this is going to be your mixed V-Jump card in Japan, and this card looks really nice for the art. So, 500, 300, level 2 Water Warrior. You can only use this card's first and second effects of its name once per turn each, and it also is not a tuner. So, you contribute this card to special summon one level 5 or higher Ice Barrier monster from our hand. Now, I think at this point in time, you could have given them the extension clause and allowed them to special summon from the extra deck to get to General Guntala, to Ryo, the other ones. I think that would have been nice. I feel like we're playing very safe here for these card designs, but hey, we now have a stick it on the field, tribute it off, extend on out. If this card is in your graveyard, except during the turn it was sent to the graveyard, you can target a level 3 or higher water monster you control, have that monster lose 2 levels, and if you do, you can special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field. Once again, I feel like we were a little bit too safe in this card's design. I'm perfectly fine with this being able to revive. Honestly, we could have left that on there. That way we could have made Trishula or something like that, because we need those monsters to extend on out here. But in the case of the new spell card, I guess that design, fix was okay. So that's it for the chunk of Ice Barrier stuff that we had. I also want to toss this on the video because I haven't had the chance to talk about this yet. Which product would you like to see the Inzektor spell card in? Alright, I figured we would get to design the spell card. But no, Konami's going, alright, where do you guys want us to dump this thing? Alright, so hello Duelist. We made the final poll on the Create a Card project. In this poll, you'll be voting for the type of product the Inzektor card will be released in. Voting ends November 13th, so we got a little whiles to go here. So, what do we get here? So, our options are, we can put it in a core set, which would technically take up an import or something. So, don't want to do that. 60 card set. I mean, okay, we can dump in one of those. I don't see a problem with that. Or we could put it in a gift set. I almost kind of wonder if in the gift set, if they make it like a guaranteed promo that we could get our hands on, then I don't think a lot of people would have a lot of issue, I guess, picking it up through that means. You know what I mean? So I think that core set is not the best way to go. 60 card set or gift item will probably be the best potential approach for the Inzektor spell card. So guys, what do you think about possible release window here for the Inzektor spell card that we all voted on? What do you guys expect out of the beautiful Trishula structure deck? Trishula and Friends, I should say. Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Peace out.
Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.